As summer's heat begins to fade, the garden takes on a new kind of magic. The intense, vibrant greens of summer give way to a more subdued yet equally enchanting palette. The garden, once bustling with the energy of growth, now starts to slow down, inviting us to appreciate its quieter moments. The air turns crisp, leaves begin to shimmer with gold and red, and the garden transforms into a tapestry of autumn hues. Each leaf, as it changes color, tells a story of the passing seasons, reminding us of the beauty in change and transition. There's a sense of peace that settles over the land, a calmness that invites reflection and gratitude. The garden, in its autumn attire, becomes a sanctuary of tranquility, offering a respite from the hustle and bustle of daily life. But the gardening year is far from over. Autumn is a season of preparation and renewal. It's a time to roll up our sleeves and get to work. It's time to ensure that the garden is ready for the colder months ahead. Autumn brings its own opportunities for growth and beauty. The cooler temperatures and shorter days create the perfect conditions for certain plants to thrive, adding a new layer of interest to the garden. It's a time for hardy vegetables, vibrant blooms, and the rich, earthy scents of the season. From pumpkins and squash to chrysanthemums and asters, the garden is alive with color and texture. And preparing your green haven for the slumber of winter is an essential part of the gardening cycle. Mulching, covering plants, and tidying up beds ensure that the garden will emerge strong and healthy in the spring. Think of this time as a second spring. The cooler weather is perfect for planting perennials, bulbs, and even some vegetables that will overwinter and burst forth with new life when the warmth returns. There's a joy in planting and nurturing, knowing you're setting the stage for next year's bounty. Each seed sown and each plant tended is a promise of the vibrant growth to come. And as the days grow shorter, there's a special kind of satisfaction in harvesting the last of summer's yield. The fruits of your labor, gathered and enjoyed, are a testament to the hard work and care you've invested throughout the year. Tucking your garden in for its winter rest is a ritual that brings closure to the growing season. It's a time to reflect on the successes and lessons of the past months and to look forward with hope and anticipation to the new beginnings that spring will bring. Just as we prepare our homes for the colder months, ensuring everything is snug and secure, so too must we ready our gardens. Begin by clearing away any spent crops or debris. This is an essential step to maintain the health of your garden. Removing dead plants and garden debris helps prevent disease and gives new plants a clean slate. It's like giving your garden a fresh start. Add a fresh layer of compost to your beds. This organic matter enriches the soil, providing essential nutrients. And it's like tucking your garden in with a warm blanket, enriching the soil and feeding next year's growth. Composting not only nourishes the soil, but also improves its structure and water retention. Next, consider your watering needs. As the temperatures cool, the water requirements of your plants will change. As temperatures cool, you can water less frequently. However, it's crucial to monitor the soil moisture levels. But keep an eye on the forecast and give your plants a good soak if the weather turns dry. Consistent watering during dry spells ensures that your plants remain healthy and resilient. Finally, take stock of your tools. Proper maintenance of your gardening tools is vital for their longevity and efficiency. Clean and sharpen your pruners, spades, and shovels. Well-maintained tools make gardening tasks easier and more enjoyable. A well-maintained tool is a gardener's best friend. By taking the time to care for your tools, now will save you time and effort in the future, ensuring that you're ready for the next growing season. Don't let the shorter days fool you. There's still plenty to plant. Leafy greens like spinach, lettuce, and kale thrive in the cooler temperatures. Root vegetables such as radishes and carrots also enjoy the crisp autumn air. And don't forget about garlic. Plant it now for a flavorful harvest next summer. If you're looking for a splash of color, consider pansies or violas. These hardy flowers will brighten your garden even as the days grow shorter. Remember to choose plants that are right for your region's climate. A quick chat with your local nursery can help you find the perfect additions for your autumn garden. Late summer and early fall bring a final flourish of color to the garden. Dahlias, chrysanthemums, and asters put on a spectacular show. To keep them looking their best, make sure they're well watered, especially during dry spells. A bit of fertilizer can also help prolong their blooming period. As the flowers begin to fade, deadhead them regularly. This encourages new blooms and prevents the plant from putting energy into seed production. And don't be afraid to cut a few stems to enjoy indoors. A decorative vase filled with autumn blooms brings the beauty of the garden right into your home. One of the greatest joys of gardening is enjoying the fruits and vegetables of your labor. Fall brings an abundance of delicious crops ready for the table. Tomatoes ripen to perfection, pumpkins swell on the vine, and squash plants overflow with their colorful bounty. Gather your harvest and get creative in the kitchen. Roast those root vegetables, simmer a pot of hearty soup, or bake a delicious pumpkin pie. Sharing your homegrown food with friends and family is a wonderful way to spread the joy of the season. Protecting your plants, shielding against the coming cold. As the days grow shorter and the first frost approaches, it's time to think about protecting your more delicate plants. For tender perennials, consider covering them with a frost blanket or burlap sack on especially chilly nights. This will help insulate them from the cold. If you have potted plants, you can bring them indoors for the winter. Find a sunny spot near a window where they can continue to thrive. And don't forget about your watering can. Even though it's cold outside, indoor plants still need regular hydration. The art of composting, nature's recycling program. Autumn is the perfect time to start a compost pile. Rake up those fallen leaves, gather your kitchen scraps, and create a nutrient-rich feast for your garden. A good compost pile is like magic. It transforms garden waste and kitchen scraps into black gold that will enrich your soil and nourish your plants. Choose a spot in your yard that's well drained and get some sun. Layer brown materials like leaves and twigs with green materials like grass clippings and vegetable scraps. Turn the pile occasionally to provide air circulation, and in a few months you'll have a treasure trove of garden goodness. Planning for spring. A time for reflection and dreams. As the garden winds down for winter, it's the perfect opportunity to reflect on the past season and dream about the next. Grab a cup of tea, settle into a comfy chair, and flip through those seed catalogs. What new varieties do you want to try next year? Sketch out a plan for your garden beds, noting where you'll plant your favorite flowers and vegetables. Make a list of the seeds and plants you'll need. Planning ahead ensures a successful and bountiful garden come springtime. A garden's sleep. Embracing the quiet beauty of winter. As winter finally descends and the garden settles into its long sleep, take a moment to appreciate the quiet beauty of it all. The garden, now blanketed in a serene layer of snow, offers a different kind of charm. The once vibrant colors are replaced by a monochrome palette, yet it holds a unique allure. The bare branches against a clear blue sky, the frost-kissed leaves, and the intricate patterns of ice crystals on the plants create a magical scene. Each element of the garden, though stripped of its usual vibrancy, tells a story of resilience and quiet strength. Beneath the frost-covered soil lies the promise of new life, dormant yet full of potential. The garden beds, now resting under a blanket of snow, are preparing for the burst of life that spring will bring. This period of dormancy is crucial for the health and vitality of the garden. The gardening year may be coming to a close, but it's not truly the end. It's a time of transition, a pause before the cycle begins anew. The garden's rest is a reminder that every end is just a new beginning in disguise. It's simply a time for rest and rejuvenation, for the earth to recover and gather its strength. The garden, much like us, needs this period to recharge and prepare for the vibrant growth that lies ahead. For nature to gather its strength before bursting forth again in a symphony of color and life. The quiet of winter is the prelude to the explosion of life and color that spring will bring. It's a time to reflect and appreciate the cycles of nature. So put away your tools knowing that they too need a break. Store them carefully, as they will be your companions once again when the earth awakens. Pull on your warmest sweater and step outside to feel the crisp winter air. The garden, though quiet, is still very much alive, and so are you. And embrace the peace of winter. This season offers a unique tranquility, a chance to slow down and find beauty in stillness. Take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. What do you grow in your garden? Share your comments below. Your garden and you have earned a well-deserved rest. Take this time to rejuvenate, reflect, and prepare for the vibrant seasons ahead. Embrace the quiet beauty of winter and let it fill you with peace and anticipation for the renewal that is to come.